Hi, I'm Lisa and I post videos each week on Friday and Sunday about living life with my family in a small town on a budget but still living a big rich life. I was planning my Thanksgiving yesterday and I thought that maybe some of these things that I do might help you. First of all, my thing is now is I try to keep things simple. I plan my menu out. I also have learned that I don't do 10 things well, meaning that I don't cook a bunch of sides and a bunch of desserts. I cook my family's favorite. I would rather have 3 or 4 fabulous things than 10 things not so fabulous. I also know how many people are coming. I also plan for leftovers because in my opinion, that's the best part. I also plan for if a couple of extra people come, that it's okay. The more the merrier. And I also print off my recipes. I mark my cookbooks and know what page and what cookbooks it's going to be found in. I also print off any recipes that I'm cooking from. I'll make a list of things that I can be buying early. I have been doing this. If you've watched any of my videos, I have been buying a few things that are not perishable and been putting them in the pantry. This helps with your budget, and this also helps gather your stuff and you know what you have and what you need. I also have a list for my recipes for things that are perishable, like fresh parsley. I buy that a few days before. It just helps me stay on track. And that same day that I go buy the perishable items, I also check to make sure I have all my ingredients. There's nothing like not having an ingredient that you need in a recipe, and there's really no substitute for it. I also make a cooking plan, which means that I know which foods I'm cooking the day of. I also know what day I'm cooking my pies a few days before, and I freeze them. I cook macaroni and cheese on a separate day a few days before, and I freeze it. It just makes it easier on me. There's not so many things to do the day of. And I also utilize my crock pots. I cook in a crock pot even during the week and on the weekends, but especially during a holiday or a celebration, I utilize my crock pot. And like for my slow cooker stuffing recipe, it has to cook for 4 hours and 45 minutes. So I know that I have to get that on at 9 a.m. in order to be ready at 2. I do that with all my recipes that I'm cooking. I know what time to put it in, so I know when it will be ready. If that makes sense. It just helps me stay on track. I kind of schedule out my day of Thanksgiving. We divide and conquer. Donnie usually cooks the turkeys and the ham, and I usually do the sides and the dessert. It just helps me stay on track if I know what I'm doing, what time I'm doing it. It just helps me stay focused, and maybe it would help you. I also get out all my casserole dishes and any dishes that I'm using, like cooking my cranberry sauce. And I have that labeled, my bowl labeled for cranberry sauce. So if somebody's helping me, they know that cranberry sauce is going in this dish. And I know which dish each food is going to go in. That I know that I have a deep dish for each side that I'm making. I also check to make sure that I have a serving spoon for that dish, because sometimes things just disappear for whatever reason, but you want to make sure that you have your dishes and your spoons and you're ready to go. I also, if like my macaroni and cheese, I know I'm going to do that early, and I know that I need pans. I need to know what size pans I need, how many pans I need. I can buy those early, and I already have those on hand. So those things just help me stay on track. And also days before, whether I'm using disposable dishes or cups or silverware, or using real plates and real silverware. I make sure that I have plenty for how many I have coming, and get that ready. Make sure that I have the number I have, the head count, and the number of dishes I have match up. And I even have a little extra disposable dishes for people that you may not be aware at your time of your head count. I always try to be ahead and be prepared. I also have learned something else about leftovers. I have got the to-go trays from Dollar Tree, and for people who wanted to take some leftovers or their favorite side or their favorite dish with them, they can. And I also have got inexpensive containers from Dollar Tree and hut sides for people to take with them if they want. And then that way I don't have to track down a container later, and they can have it and have the side and take it with them, and it makes it easier on me. I also plan my table setting. I know who is going to sit where. I try to put non-talkers and talkers together, people that have things in common together. Maybe there's somebody who don't get along. I try to put some distance between them. Just different things to consider when everybody is sitting at a big table. I have went fancy with the place setting cards. I have went simple as getting a little index card, cutting it in half, writing somebody's name on it, putting it on the table, so everybody knows where they're sitting. There's no confusion. It just makes it easier for me and for them. I also try to keep my table centerpiece simple. I get a basket, throw some pine cones in it, get some leaves, maybe some scattered little glass colored things for the scattered on the table. You can go as simple, as fancy as you want to, but I tend to try to make things simple. And then I'm not stressing looking on Pinterest and trying to figure out, something that is going to make it harder on me. The simpler the better. I guess that's my theme of this video. I also I have grandchildren, so sometimes things don't start right at 2 o'clock, but if they have something to color, a puzzle, even adults, get a poster board, ask people to write down something they're thankful for, try to keep the kids entertained, either inside or outside activities depending on the weather. I also have learned to accept help. If somebody wants to bring something, not a problem. Yes, please. I also have learned if Aunt Megan makes the best fill in the blank, I call, text, ask her, does she mind bringing that dish to share it with everybody? It's everybody's Thanksgiving or Christmas, and everybody wants to participate and everybody wants to belong. So I have learned to accept help. And I also, if I need somebody to bring ice or drinks, I call and text them and let them know the day before. If I always run out of ice, I ask somebody to pick up ice. Things happen. Think back of your past Thanksgiving and what worked and what didn't work. And I ran out of ice before, so I know to ask Sam to bring ice on his way when he comes. So I hope that some of these things or all these things have been helpful to you. If there's something that you do to keep your holidays simple, or got a suggestion or a hint, please put it in the comments below, because we can all learn from each other and have a smooth and happy holiday. That's everybody's goal. That's my goal. And if anything in this video helped you, or that you can use, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Thank you. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for watching the video.